Get ready for the smackdown. Get ready for the smackdown. How you gonna react when you're put in your back now? 'Cause there's no turning back when you're facing the smackdown.
Okay, guys, welcome to the next fights for Section 7. And this fight, as you saw, is from my friend MegaMyrow. He changed his name, but this is still his fight. And he pits two reptilian characters going at it. Mr. Kurt Connors, a.k.a. the Lizard, versus Mr. Weldon Jones, Killer Croc. Oh yeah, like I said, two reptilian characters going at it. Some similar but different as well. So let's kick it off, shall we? We'll kick it off in the Marvel Universe. The Lizard, one of Spidey's oldest enemies in his big rogues gallery, known aka Mr. Kurt Connors, Dr. Kurt Connors, that is. He experimented on himself to regain the use of his limb that he lost. He used the genetic composure of reptilian DNA, basically knowing that reptiles can able to detach their arms and grow their limbs back. Unfortunately, the procedure went hideously wrong, and he turned into this giant lizard humanoid. And at times he would be very intelligent, and sometimes he's just a rampaging lizard. Pick your choice, whichever one you like best. He's able to, along with the strength, speed, and able to control, reptiles himself. He's dangerous. And Peter always had trouble fighting Doc Connors in the beginning. And it always came down to him trying to save his friend. But there's also another key, that tail. It is record that tail moves about 60 miles per hour. So imagine that tail whipping you in the face, in the arm, in the shoulder, wherever you want. It has been a very big tool in the Lizard. And, he's very dangerous now, especially of what he did to his son. Oh my God. I will never forget what he did. The Lizard is very dangerous in Peter's Rogues Gallery. Alright. So we move on to another famous rogue from Batman's Rogues Gallery, Killer Croc. Mr. Jones, Weldon Jones, has a skin condition, a mutation that gives him his reptilian look. It gives him the scales, the claws, and the teeth. He's technically human, but technically not. So I guess what you would say in the Marvel Universe, he would be considered a mutant in a way. Killer Croc also is a former pro wrestler, so he's got the wrestling skills to back up his claim, and he's always give Bruce a run for his money. No doubt about it. He's another one of those deadly enemies from Bruce's Rogues Gallery. And it's not very wise to underestimate Killer Croc in any shape or form. Very dangerous character, very strong. Has the biting capacity of a crocodile. Pretty much he is what he says he is, a killer croc. And I, for one, would not laugh at this guy or take this guy like a joke. Like I said, he's given Bruce a run for his money on occasions. He's got that pro wrestling background. So he's able to go toe-to-toe with the best of them. And it's always been Bruce using his head, never going brawn for brawn against Croc, because he knows he can't beat him that way. Alright, so in terms of a battle between these two reptiles, so to speak, it depends on which lizard you're talking about. If you're looking for the rampaging lizard, which I'm not sure my friend Myron decided, but I'll say the smart lizard. So against Killer Croc. So this would be a very equal battle in a way. I've seen both of these characters lose limbs and grow them back. So it's just a slugfest lizard battle. However, there's something that Croc doesn't have that Curt Connors the lizard has. A tail. And what did I just tell you about that tail? That tail is used as a straight up weapon. And that tail whips about 60 miles per hour. That's very fast. So all of a sudden, Doc could use that tail very wisely. And I'm not counting Croc out for not being bright, but if it's going against strength and strength, I'll say tie. But if it's brains against brawn, then I'm giving it to the Doc in this one. But I leave it at it being maybe a tie, a draw. But you guys decide. The lizard or Killer Croc. And as always, show some love and respect to MegaMyrow. This was his creation. And other than that, this is Mount Vernon Kid saying peace, with love, stay tuned. Battle on.